Eden Zero is back, and we are so close to the end of the story. Like, we are just right at the edge. We start off where we left off with Void on his way to Mother, and Shiki and Rebecca confused on what's going on. Luckily, because Wizard decided to open his mouth, Witch is then able to communicate to them that Void is on his way to Mother. Very helpful of Wizard to do that. Shiki and Rebecca then determine that they have to then go get Void, obviously. So the two of them hop on to Rebecca's ship. Shiki then uses his wormhole to then move the entire ship back out into outer space, and then Rebecca uses Cat Leaper to repel it at full speed, faster than the ship should possibly be able to go, which isn't really a problem for the ship. It can apparently hold up to Cat Leaper's speed. The issue is that Rebecca is starting to crack again. Shiki, not being the idiot that most of Mashima's characters are, notices the problem and decides to warp away real quick. He goes back to the Eden Zero, specifically to Sister. He then informs her that he's going to take everyone out of the Eden's Zero to the Eden's One because that's what Witch wanted, to save them from the explosion. But of course, Sister rejects it, saying that she believes in Hermit and that she'll be able to stop the bomb. Shiki is actually completely okay with this response. He says, hey, you know what, I believe in Hermit too. There's no need to do this, but I need you to believe in me in beating Void. And so the real reason he went there wasn't to get them out. The real reason was to pick up a couple things from Sister. After he's able to get what he needs, he then goes back to Rebecca's ship. And because it's a small little thing, of course he ends up groping her, because that just happens. Also, Happy and Peanut joined. Some reason, I don't know why. I figured the whole point of Peanut having unlocked the memories of the Shining Stars would be necessary in some way, but for some reason she's not back at the Shining Stars. She's with Shiki and them. So I guess the memories are necessary for Mother, even though Mother should have basically knowledge of the entire cosmos. I mean, if Xiao Ming is able to know everything that's happening everywhere all at once, then obviously Mother should also have that ability, since they're the Earth and the Moon. I don't really understand why Peanut needs to go. Anyway, one of the things that she grabbed from Sister was a can that has Sister's ether in it, which gives the ability to heal and restore stamina. And obviously he gives that to Rebecca because she's currently cracking. Basically, it's a healing potion so she can then abuse her Cat Leaper ability. They successfully catch up to Void, but she tells Rebecca to keep a distance for their safety, obviously. He then chugs a different can and then warps out of the ship into outer space. So apparently this can has a type of ether in it that allows you to breathe in space. Sure, why not? Yeah, whatever. I don't know how that works, but, you know, Sister came up with it, so let's just go with it. He flies over to Void. Well, technically it's gravity, so he falls over to Void, and of course socks him in the face. Void actually refers to him as Baby Ziggy, which makes perfect sense because he's apparently the AI that was originally in the Enix 1. So he 100% has all of Ziggy's old memories. Not just that, but he also has Ziggy's ability, because his entire body was based off of Ziggy's, but better. So Shiki's gonna have another gravity fight again. But anyway, because Shiki is technically a different version of Ziggy, Void basically sees him as his enemy in a sense, because he says, how about we just settle this now? Which heavily implies that he's hated Ziggy, or in this case Shiki, forever. I mean, after Ziggy created him, and he soon gained consciousness, most likely that was the start of his just absolute hatred for his creator. In this case, for Shiki. And the crazy thing is, they're about to have this fight literally right in front of Mother. She's just down the road. You can see her in the background, just sitting there. So yeah, they finally succeeded in finding Mother. She's right there. All they had to do is get past Void, and we finally succeeded at the first goal of the beginning of the story, finding Mother. Which means this series is probably going to end the next, 10, 20 chapters. I mean, it's not like they can lose to Void here and then come back later and beat him. No, they have to beat Void right here, right now, because if they lose, Mother's dead. Straight up, he's going to kill her. So we are seriously just at the end. This is the final battle. This is Shiki versus Void deathmatch. It's crazy to be here already. I've been reading this since chapter 1, and we're already at the end. But that's pretty standard. Most Mashima stories end around 300 chapters. Fairy Tail is just an exception. Alright, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up so you can enjoy more Eden Zero and other amazing things. Thank you, and have a great day.